What's up, Team Buckhouse? Johnathan Buckhouse here, and we're doing a ton of late season spring snowboarding. We're here at Mammoth, then we're gonna go up to Timberline in Mount Hood in June, like a bunch of super late season snowboarding, which means slushy snowboarding. And there's so many tips and tricks and things that you need to know when it comes to riding this late in the season. So this video is for anyone that's gonna be doing some late season turns, which are, like, honestly, in my opinion, one of the best turns you can get all season. All right, so let's just jump into tip number one right off the bat. It's super warm and hot. It's late season. The snow is getting super slushy. You're in 40 to 60 degree weather, you know? So dress light, you know, hoodies, windbreakers, you can go t-shirts. Some people go no shirt, depending on your temperature rating or anything like that. What you don't want to do is show up in your full-blown winter gear. Like, that's not sick. So obviously we have windbreakers and all the merch that you need for late season shredding linked in the description. But dress lighter on the mountain and you'll have a better time. Because, like, being out here in a trillion degrees is going to kill you. But also, if you start delayering and taking layers off, throw sunscreen on too. I don't know why later in the season, like, you get hosted on the mountain way harder than you do like during the snowboard season. But like mid-season, you can get away not really throwing sunblock on. Late season, you're gonna get the gnarliest goggle tan, which is not that sick. Unless you really think goggle tans are sick. Put some sunscreen on, don't be rocking that goggle tan, or if you take your shirt off, you know, like, go swimming in some sunblock. Right now, the snow is carvable and playful. Earlier in the day, like right when they open, it's gonna be so firm and icy because, like, full of water right now. It's slushy and everything. So overnight it'll freeze, and then it's got to warm back up. So if you come out late season super early in the day, there's a good chance you're gonna be riding ice. Also, the speed is a lot faster. So if you want to break a speed record, it might be good to come out. But if you're hitting jumps or park, the speed's gonna be a lot faster in the morning and slow down as the day progresses. And that goes into the other tip of, like, just speed in general, or just we call it the golden hour, but it's really like a golden window of late season riding. It's right when the snow goes from firm to soft and before it gets to sheer mashed potato-y. Like, we literally just rode that session today. So you want to ride while the snow's holding up. You can still make some turns, you can still land some tricks and everything, but not when you're, like, every time you make a toe side turn, you're sinking into potatoes and falling, or trying to land tricks and sinking in potatoes and falling, or when it's super firm and you're just scared to make a turn because you're on an ice rink out here. So that golden hour. But there is a nice thing about the potato window, because it's kind of like landing in powder. That's like the send it window, you know? This is late season. You're riding at your best ability. Try some new tricks, some harder tricks, you know, the things you want, because it is a lot nicer to land in this potatoey soft snow than it is like a firm hard surface, you know? So send it a little bit. Another thing you can do when it starts getting really potatoey, maybe in the park or the lower part of the mountain, is move your way up, because obviously the higher in altitude, the colder it is, the slower stuff's gonna get potatoey. So you can start on the low alpine and then work your way up, vice versa. Like, this lower part's gonna soften up way faster than the higher part is. So that's another tip. With all that being said, when the snow does start becoming slushier, it gets slower. So once again, in the earlier part of the day, it's faster, later it's a lot slower. But something you can do to help yourself ride through the slush better is wax your gear with warm weather wax and then graphite. Graphite helps repel the dirt. I don't know if you can see, but, like, it's a lot more dirty snow from the stuff falling off the trees and just over the melt over time. The snow gets dirtier. So if you do warm weather wax and graphite, you will snowboard a lot faster in the late season. So let's talk about our boots real quick, because once again, the snow has a lot more moisture and it's a lot more wet, wetter snow. Your feet are gonna get wet. If you're out riding all day, you're gonna have wet feet. So get a boot dryer. That will help dry your boots, especially if you're gonna ride the next day. Nothing's worse than starting the day with cold, wet boots. So boot dryer will make your late season shredding a lot better. And my last tip for you guys is to learn to enjoy the late season. There are literally so many different seasons in the season of snowboarding. You have the early icy man-made snow season, the good regular season, you know, the late season where it gets super springy and awesome, you know? So, like, learn to enjoy every part of snowboarding or skiing. I think it's incredible. Those tips could also help all the skiers out there, you know what I'm saying? So with that, I've been snowboarding for 13 years. Those are my tips for late season riding, but I don't know everything. So comment down below, what are your secret tips for spring slushy riding, everything like that. Also, if you want to support this dream, you love what I'm doing, because I do this for a living, snag some merch, the stickers, you know, the windbreakers, all that stuff, guys. Link down below. Follow my Instagram for bonus extra content and my TikTok. And with that, Team Buckhouse, thank you so much for shredding with us today. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep evolving. We'll see you next time with another video, because it is daily on this channel. We'll see you tomorrow, not next time. That was old.
Next time is tomorrow.
yeah, next time we come on. See you.